Hi, this is Dani. You and Me Living Free is the channel. I am so glad you're here. Here is a snapshot of me and my son, Thomas. So Thomas just graduated from high school, and he and I took off on a road trip and went together. He was interested in seeing Las Cruces, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, Gila National Forest, and the Grand Canyon. So that is where we're going to take you on these next few videos in the channel. In this video, I'll be sharing the first two stops, which were Palo Duro Canyon State Park, 30 minutes outside of Amarillo, Texas, which is where these pictures were taken. And then also we will see Las Cruces, New Mexico in just a little bit. Our first day, we had a long drive from KC to Amarillo, but Thomas was not ready to call it a night when we got to the rest area where I thought we would be sleeping overnight. And so I remembered I had already visited Palo Duro Canyon and had loved it, and it was only 30 minutes away or so. So we drove there and we had a nice little hike all before sunset, and really made the most of our time. Now, if I had been traveling alone, I would have never gone back. I would have just settled in and gone to sleep after a long day of driving. But that's one thing that happens when you're traveling with someone young and they have more energy than you. So we made the most of it, and we made the most of our time. And I'm really glad that we did, so that we could share this experience. And then when we were finished hiking, we couldn't stay at the park because the park was at capacity. There were too many people there. So we drove back to town. There's another shot of Thomas. So we drove back to town and stayed at a Cracker Barrel. I don't know if any of you have done that or not, but Cracker Barrel is always willing to let you stay in their parking lot, and I have found it to be really great experiences because there are almost always other vans or other RVs or something back there. They're usually very well lit and in a decent part of town, and I always feel comfortable. Anyway, on with the travel. So we went KC to Amarillo, then from Amarillo we went to Las Cruces. Thomas and I were not really wild about the town of Las Cruces itself. He went there specifically because he wanted to see New Mexico University in Las Cruces. So the school itself was beautiful, amazing. But when we got there, we were there in the evening time. It was dark. I did not get a single video. This is the only shot I captured, but trust me, this is a beautiful campus. It is very well laid out. It's very well put together. It was gorgeous, but Thomas didn't really care for the city, so he kind of ruled it out as a college he wants to go to. Here's our KOA campsite. I have a short video of kind of driving up, and I took another longer video, but it did not turn out. So anyway, I'm going to tell you, this is my first time staying at KOA. I was impressed with how clean it was. The bathrooms were amazing. The pool was terrific, although the fact that there were a lot of kids in there the whole time was not as terrific, but hey, good for the kids, not great for us. Overall, we had a really good experience for my first time at KOA and would definitely recommend. And so here's one of our views, which was not bad at all. Not a ton of nature. It was kind of in town and everything, but that was okay. It worked for what we wanted to do, which was explore the town and the city and the university. And so here's one of our wonderful breakfast burritos. If you guys have watched me for a while, you know I love breakfast burritos. So I just had to get them into the story. And so next I want to show you the Rio Grande. This was really interesting. If I had been a worthwhile YouTuber, I would have gotten a picture on this the first day. The first day we drove by the Rio Grande, the bottom was absolutely a sand pit. There was no water whatsoever. It looked like the desert. There was no water at all. And then we drove by a day later, and there was actually water slowly flowing by. And it was miraculous. So we looked up online only to find out that it does. It will dry up periodically and then flow again. Anyway, I just thought it was kind of cool living in the Midwest, spending my life here. Never really seen much stuff like that. I've also never seen a great big chili pepper. And I just had to take a picture of this silly chili pepper. I thought it was darling, and I got my van in there so you could see the scale of how big it is. And I just want to thank you for watching so much. I'll catch you next time.